While that video rendered, I went ahead and saved my file. Go ahead and save your file, you know, where all your other files are. And I made a copy of this. And all I did was down here, this little plus sign inside the box. You drag this down and drop it on there, and you get your artwork on a new copy. So I'm going to hit Command Z. I'll lock that bottom layer so I preserve this in case something goes wrong, even though this is so easy to do. You saw it. I want to bring back my guides, Command semicolon, because we need the, well, even though they're hidden, they're still there and they would still work. Now, come over to the width tool. Remember the width tool we used? Click and hold on it and come down to the twirl tool. Now, don't do anything with the twirl tool because yours doesn't look like mine. Double click on this icon, 2 clicks, 2 quick clicks, and you bring up these preferences. And by default, the brush is smaller. 1000 by 1000 is as big as this brush gets. It doesn't get any bigger. That's why we made our document 1000 by 1000. And then I changed other settings. And just for this demo, I changed it to make it simple. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, hard to get confused with all 10s. Depending upon all of these settings, you can get very different results. Okay, and then you can always reset this to its defaults. But 1000 pixels and then all 10s. Got it? Click OK. Then come out here to the center. Don't hold down the mouse button. Well, I suppose there's no stopping you. You can hold down the mouse button and then you go, hey, wait a minute, what's that? And you might think that's cool. What it is Scotchko forgot to tell you to turn off that bottom layer. And that's what you did. But you did it without any control. So I'm going to hit Command Z to bring that back. Hit Command Z a second time, hide that bottom layer. And then come here and just click and let go. Make sure you're on the center. And notice how my circle goes right to the edge of the document. Click, 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 and you get a little more control and you can see what's going on. And depending upon your taste, you may like something other than that. I'm going to hit Command semicolon again because those guides really bug me. And say, you know, I kind of like that. When I work and do these things, I'll typically make a copy of the straight layer and then take it a little bit, hide that layer, or make a copy of that layer and then hide it, and then twirl some more. So I get a series of twirls that change, that become more dramatic as you walk up this list. And the result is I've got, 12 layers, and I have a lot of different variety in the different twirls, and there are things we can do with that. Now, what I want you to do is save out 3 versions, 3 different versions, not necessarily of this. I want you to start from the template, and we made a line. What else could you do? Well, you could make 2 lines. What would happen then? What would happen with the width tool if you did things different? You can make a couple little circles. You just don't want anything big because when you rotate it, and you don't have to use 5 degrees. Experiment. I want to see a wide variety of ideas because really, in this, there are dozens and dozens of projects that are sitting here waiting to be discovered. So have some fun with this, and when you save for the web, Shift, Option, Command S. This is 1000 pixels. We're saving for our journal. We want 1500 pixels. So 1500, and then hit Tab, and the other one changes because we have this locked. Save it to JPEG High. Save this out. You've already named your file, so when you save it, you can name it, I can come over here and put an underscore, or just put, A for my first one, and then B, C, D. Doesn't matter. Every one of these is going to be named differently. You go ahead and save this out. I'll use this for the featured image for this project, and I know that some of you are going to come up with amazing things. And anything, any object can be rotated. Not all objects are going to like to be twirled. You know, some won't react as well as others. As far as this line goes, man, this is kind of cool. And it was so easy to do. What will you do?